A federal judge dismisses a lawsuit over what some consider police inaction during last summer's Unite the Right rally. We have the latest details.
Advocates for the Fourth Amendment are celebrating a Supreme Court ruling on a case involving police searches from Albemarle County. It is 5:30 and your news at sunrise continues right now.
Live in high definition, NBC 29 HD News at Sunrise continues.
Good morning, I'm Matt Talhelm.
And I'm Jennifer Von Reuter, and thanks for joining us on this Wednesday, May 30th. We want to be careful heading out the door this morning on that commute. We have fog and rain out there.
Yeah, I know, driving in over Afton Mountain this morning, there's a lot of fog out there, wet pavement, so take it slow. Let's head outside. David Rogers is out in the elements for us with a look on your forecast. Good morning, David.
Hey, good morning, Matt. Good morning, Jen. Good morning, everybody. We are here live on East Market Street Wednesday morning. Had a couple of hit or miss rain showers, areas of fog for you this morning, but some of the steadier rain looks like that's going to hold off until this afternoon, and the afternoon commute, evening commute, could be a little slower across the region. Some parts of our area under a flash flood watch, so that's something we'll be watching. The potential for some localized flooding a little bit later on today. Let's take a look at your weather headlines on this Wednesday morning. You do want to grab, and we'll have periods of rain today. Some of the rain is going to be steadier, especially this afternoon into the evening hours. It's Alberto. Then Mother Nature turns up the heat to go along with the high humidity. We're talking 90-degree temperatures by Friday. Won't be a washout this weekend, but a little unsettled right now. Looks like Saturday probably going to be the wettest day of the weekend. And then early next week, some signs of drier air. Looks like this pattern finally will start to break down. So we'll have a couple of dry days. Again, that'll be the start of next week. Outside right now, we've got clouds, a few sprinkles, and some areas of fog. Good morning, Culpeper. You're 71 already. It's 71 in Charlottesville. Palmyra, you're 72. And Waynesboro has a current temperature of 71. Satellite radar picture shows a lot of cloud cover, overcast today. Again, a couple of hit or miss rain showers across the area, and that'll be the story for your morning commute. But look for steadier bands of rain that develop later this afternoon into tonight. Yesterday we got up to 83. The normal high this time of the year is now 80. Look for a cloudy sky today, showers and storms. Another warm, humid day across central Virginia and the Shenandoah. In most areas, upper 70s to lower 80s. 80 will be your high for Charlottesville, 82 for Palmyra, and 79 for Stanton. Coming up, we'll take a detailed look at your NBC 29 7-day forecast. I'll also have this morning sunrise stumper question. Matt and Jen, back to you.
We'll look forward to it. Thank you, David.
Okay.
Your time now is 5:32, and here's a look at some of the stories we expect to make headlines in the day ahead. Greene County schools are about to begin some major improvements.
A groundbreaking ceremony is set for 10 o'clock this morning at William Monroe High School. Both the high school and middle school will see renovations and additions to accommodate growing student populations. The project also includes reconfiguring the campuses to increase parking.
Buddy benches are coming to Charlottesville elementary schools. A dedication ceremony is set for later this evening at Johnson Elementary. Girl Scout Troop 3080 decided on this project to promote healing following the violence last August in the city. Susan Bro, whose daughter Heather Heyer was killed in that violence, and State Senator Creed Deeds are among those expected to attend the dedication. Buddy benches are designed to give lonely children a place to find friends. 8 abused and neglected horses and a donkey have been seized from 2 separate properties in Louisa County. 4 people have been charged, but the son of one of the owners says the seizure was not legal and is demanding answers. Later today, we will hear from both sides and check to see how those animals are doing. Taking a look at our top stories on this Wednesday morning, attorneys for a counter-protester to the Unite the Right rally plan to appeal a federal judge's decision to dismiss a lawsuit filed over the violence on August 12th. Verona-based Nexus Caridades represents Robert Turner, who was a counter-protester at Emancipation Park last year. He accuses the city, former police chief Al Thomas, and the former state police superintendent of failing to protect people from criminal conduct that day. A judge issued his opinion Tuesday, saying there is no constitutional right supporting Turner's claim. Testimony resumes this morning in the case of a fatal shooting in Charlottesville on Super Bowl Sunday 2017. Prosecutors say 41-year-old Gregory Fitzgerald shot and killed 43-year-old Bobby Reveau on Run Street near 10th Street. Gabriel Davis, Reveau's then fiance, says he was buying drugs that night when a man approached their car and fired a gun at the passenger side window.
Ravo died 10 days later at UVA Medical Center.
An Albemarle County court case that was appealed all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court ended with justices ruling that police generally need a warrant before searching a vehicle on private property. That decision comes after a high-speed chase in 2013 led Albemarle County Police onto private property where they lifted a tarp to determine if a motorcycle was stolen. Ryan Collins was convicted after that search. In an 8-1 decision, the justices said the automobile exemption does not always apply when searching vehicles parked by a home. The case now goes back to state court, which could reverse Collins' conviction and remove it from his record.
Covering Virginia at 5:35, Virginia lawmakers are set to end a budget stalemate and pass Medicaid expansion. Both chambers of the Republican-controlled General Assembly are scheduled to meet today to take up a state budget plan that expands the publicly funded health care program for the poor. About 400,000 low-income adults would be newly eligible. Several state Republicans dropped their opposition this year, saying the state would be better off with increased federal funding for the program.
According to state police, 6 people died on Virginia roadways over the Memorial Day weekend, and that is the lowest number over the last 5 years. State police ran both Click It or Ticket and Operation Care safety campaigns. Troopers ticketed more than 8,000 speeders, more than 2,300 reckless drivers, and 99 drunk drivers. State police also cited more than 1,000 people for seatbelt violations, including 210 drivers who failed to safely secure a child.
A Nelson County businessman is hoping to secure the Republican nomination in the 5th District congressional race. Denver Riggleman announced his decision on Facebook. He co-owns Silverback Distillery. Riggleman briefly sought the Republican nomination for governor in 2017, but has little other political experience.
I'm probably the one guy that has the finger on the pulse on actually what's going on because I'm not a politician.
Congressman Tom Garrett announced earlier this week he will not seek re-election in the fall, citing an alcohol addiction. Riggleman says he is close with Garrett's family and wishes him luck in his recovery.
Covering America at 5:37 this morning, the governor of Texas will unveil a plan today aimed at enhancing school safety in that state. The governor, Greg Abbott, met with school shooting victims, parents, educators, lawmakers, and police during a series of roundtables last week. Abbott is scheduled to announce his proposals at 2 events later today. This follows that devastating massacre where a gunman killed 10 people at a high school in Santa Fe earlier this month.
Roseanne Barr is now issuing several apologies after backlash from a racist tweet that cost her a mega hit show. The tweet cost ABC millions of projected advertising dollars and cost dozens of actors, writers, and production staff their jobs. Late Tuesday night, Roseanne first tweeted in part, "Don't feel sorry for me." Roseanne later tweeted to her fans saying they should not defend her. The show had already been green-lighted to return in the fall for 13 more episodes.
Domino's wants customers to pick some hot spots where drivers should deliver their pizzas when they're away from home. The pizza chain recently launched 150,000 hotspot locations all across the country, giving customers the option to receive deliveries at non-traditional places like the beach and parks. Now Domino's is looking for even more delivery spots based on customer feedback. Customers can log on to Domino's.com and identify a new hotspot on the delivery map. If approved, customers will receive an email letting them know the location is ready to accept deliveries.
I'm getting my phone
I got
out
the
right
Domino's
now.
app
Do you really?
right
Because
here.
I was just going to do this.
I love me some Domino's pizza.
Yeah.
Okay, so some of the hotspots in Charlottesville.
Yes.
You can, all the parks, pretty much
Yeah.
all the parks are
Okay.
on here. The UVA emergency room.
Okay.
So if you're waiting, in the ER.
Well, when I was pregnant, I was hungry and having
delivery.
delivery.
I think one of my favorite, though, is the federal courthouse. So the federal courthouse in downtown Charlottesville is a pizza hotspot.
Well, now we need to make NBC 29 studio a hotspot.
Right here to the desk. Domino's.
Love it. Getting hungry.
Start baking some pizzas.
Yeah,
for
right. That's a great story. Well, a boat rental company in Charlottesville has some advice for families who plan to have some fun on lakes and rivers in Central Virginia this summer.
We will hear what they say is the most overlooked safety tip when you're out on the water. It is 5:39, and your news at Sunrise is back in 2 minutes.